What's up YouTube? So the reviews are out for Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Now this review of the play is going to be both parts, but I'm not going to go into spoilers. And I'm going to tell you why. Because there are some amazing twists in the actual play. There are big character returns, and well, I'm not going to reveal them. Maybe I'll do a spoiler review if you want to. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that. Anyway, the first two parts of the play, well, there are only two parts, but The Cursed Child was absolutely fantastic. Now, to give you a bit of background, if you don't know what it's about, now this is the 8th story of Harry Potter. Obviously, it all ended with Deathly Hallows, and then we had the epilogue with Harry and the rest of the cast sending their kids off to Hogwarts for the first time. Now, this is kind of where it picks up. It's very seamless, I think, with the whole actual main book and film series. So it links in quite well. It's incredibly canon. It fits in. There aren't too many issues, and they explain like time turners, etc. They explain that, well, why they are in this play and lots of other things which wouldn't make much sense. But it is a very good story. So you'll be pleased to hear that the entire story of the play fits in well with the whole mythos of the Harry Potter world. Naturally, you would think that Harry Potter and the whatever means that, well, it's going to be incredibly centric on Harry Potter himself. But no, it follows his son Albus through his life at Hogwarts. I think it's like the first 3 or 4 years that they go through throughout the play, and he makes friends with someone. I'm not going to tell you who he makes friends with, but it's an interesting choice, and it's a choice that works very well. Because if I told you who he makes friends with, then that would kind of ruin the actual gist of the play and the enjoyment of it, to be honest, because there's a lot of twists and turns in the play, and the first part of the play ends with a humongous cliffhanger. So if you're gonna go and check out this play, then I would definitely recommend seeing on the Wednesday or the Saturday, because then you can see both parts of it. It's very much, you want to see both parts of the play. You wouldn't really want to go and see part 2 on its own or part 1 on its own, because you'll be left unfulfilled, I think personally, and it works generally as a 2-part play. So in the afternoon you'll go and watch the first part, and then in the evening you'll watch the second part, which is really cool. And I'm glad that you didn't have to like book again to see it or whatever, but definitely go and see both parts. So the story, like I said, fits in very well. And the big question is, do the trio, do Harry, Ron and Hermione, the people who are playing them, fit the characters very well? Well, the short answer is yes. The long answer is they very much do. They suit and fit in, again, very well. And the roles are expertly played, and you could easily think that these characters are the grown-up versions of the ones that, well, most of us actually grew up with, reading the books and watching the films. So if you are a fan of the books and that, then it really does do it justice. And the whole of the play and the story does the entire thing justice. I mean, I walked into it not sure what to expect. I did not read up on the story. What I would suggest as well is to not read the story. So I told you that it picks up after that. That's all you really need to know. I would not read up what happens in the slightest at all, because it's quite big, as to really any little detail other than what I said will completely ruin it for you 100%. And I think that going in not knowing what is going to happen is really good, and it makes it a whole lot better. So the actual stage production itself was something to behold. So I think that if you were a fan of the magic in the actual books, the films, etc., then you're absolutely going to love this, because myself and the people I went with were wondering how are they going to pull off the special effects and the magic without special effects like post-production, CGI, etc. However, they pulled it off very well. It was like very much stage magic. If you think of kind of smoke and mirrors and all that, it was very much like that, but it really did work, and they fit in like the whole wizarding jewels, the going through the phone part into the Ministry of Magic. That all fit in and it worked incredibly well. And to be honest, the whole production was of a very, very high quality. We had great kind of dancing, acting, the acting across the board was next level, and the people playing the returning characters, I'm not going to tell you who they are, don't want to spoil you, but the way that they portrayed and did the impressions of the original characters was very, very uncanny, I think, and it suited the whole production, and they really did make you feel like you were watching the original cast, because of course there are no original cast in this play, which as a whole was really superb. It's not like the most deep and philosophical play out there, but it presents a fantastic story. And funny enough, even if you are not a fan of Harry Potter, as in you haven't read the books or you haven't seen the films, but you want to see this play and you're a big fan of plays, then you know what? You might like it, because they recap quite a lot of what happened in the books as well, and the films, so you're not going to feel lost at all if you're coming in not knowing what the hell really is going on. I hope you enjoyed that video and that review. Please do check out the play if you're about. It is absolutely fantastic, and support Harry Potter so we can get some more films after Fantastic Beasts. So I'll see you soon, and goodbye. Don't forget to like and subscribe, of course, for more content. Goodbye.